racing from Afton, Penn Can, Bethel Motor Speedway, and Square Deal Riders, and two huge events coming up this weekend. All that and more on this edition of The Race Report. Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. We begin this week at Afton Motorsports Park. First to the Open Sportsman competition. On the microphone is Leon Andrus.
Green is out. We know Walt's back there somewhere. Or that was the other race. Danielle Smith showing the way. $18 started, so they all started. I just had time to count them. Dave Rosa now taking over second. Berman on the outside. Deckelman down on the inside. Beating the Wiki. His first time back since early in the season. Dave Rosa in the 61, looking to get by Danielle Smith down on the inside. Deckelman right there running third. Rosa sticks the nose in front. Now Rockwell to the inside of Danielle Smith, takes over third. Rosa working some lap traffic. Deckelman right there trying to find a way around. Thought of sneaking underneath the lap car. That could be costly. He thought better of him. Backed out of there. He gave punted to 33 to get him out of the way. So Green is back out. Deckelman penalized one spot for an opening lap deal. But hang on, there goes Berman around. Green is back out. We're back racing. Rosa Rockwell up on the outside. Down low is Deckelman. Clapperton now sliding by, taking fourth from Danielle Smith. Marshall Hurd starting to look stronger here each and every week. Klinger right there with the 9K now starting to work the outside of Danielle Smith, looking to get into a top 5. Marshall Hurd's going to go to the inside. Klinger running the outside and Danielle Smith in the middle. Rosa, your leader. Dave Rosa out front. Danielle Smith hanging on to 5th there. Klinger working the outside. Marshall Hurd's been trying to bond him. And Danielle Smith able to keep them both at bay. Clapperton now to the inside of Deckelman. That's a battle for 3 and 4 that Clapperton's going to win right now. It's Rosa, Rockwell, Clapperton, Deckelman, and now Klinger taking the top 5. Marshall Hurd working the outside. Craig Pope the inside, the 42C, as those two try to converge on the 7-up of Danielle Smith. Popey on the move now, down on the inside. And that's Slade Automotive Machine. He takes away number 7. 17 in, 3 to go. The 00 getting the front stretch wall. Had a little bit of air time, but able to keep it down and head the right direction. Now Clapperton working the inside of the 00, and Deckelman also. Klinger all by himself in 5th. Rothwell trying to close in on Rosa. Time running out. White flag coming out this time. One more time around. Dave Rosa out of 2 down the backstretch for the final time. Into 3, the checkered flag gonna fly. The Chambers and O'Hara Open Sports, and win goes to Dave Rosa. Rockwell for 2, Clapperton for 3.
Friday night at Penn Can Speedway, driver Will Eastman suffered 2nd and 3rd degree burns when his car burst into flame shortly after his heat. Will is undergoing weeks of medical treatments. Friends and family and fans have gathered together to form a GoFundMe page. For more information on that, log on to theracereport.tv. Also, there are Get Well Will stickers available. Log on to Facebook or pick them up at Penn Can Speedway Friday night. To racing action and the 602 Sportsman division, here's Craig Hawley.
Green flag is out. We're racing. Oleski, Shane, they bobble a little bit there. Setting the pace now, it's Tom Oleski. Ray Leonard, Mike Shane. Jim O'Hare, Mark Longstreet. All but quarter number 2, Tom Oleski. Looking good out there tonight in car number 22X. Oleski setting the pace, showing the way. Ray Leonard running 2nd, Mike Shane 3rd. 4th is O'Hare, 5th is Longstreet. While that battle for 2nd raging, Mike Shane gonna take the number 2 spot. Tom Oleski trying to run away and hide in a 22X. Tom Oleski out front at the front of the pack, trying to set the pace and run away and hide from the M16 of Mike Shane. Brandon Oleski, the 30 plus, gonna pull down to the infield. Out front, trying to run away and hide the 22 of Tom Oleski. Oleski continuing to set the pace over the Mike Shane M16. Out front, looking for what I believe could be win number 1 here at Penn Can for Tom Oleski, but Mike Shane has been the dominating force in Stone Brothers Automotive Crate Sportsman competition all season. 10 laps are complete. 25 laps the distance. 15 laps away. Tom Oleski just trying to run away. Mike Shane is closing, but it's slowly. But right now, it's all the 22X of Tom Oleski trying to run away and hide. Oleski going to work to the inside. Oleski bobbles, but he's going to power back on the outside of a 2. Tom Oleski will bobble and get it back into turn 3. Lap traffic right there in front of your leader. 17 laps complete. Oleski again bobbling, trying to get around the lap car of Tony Frabel. He's going to work to the inside this time. Mike Shane right on his heels. 18 laps complete. 7 remain. Oleski's going to need to be perfect over the next 7 laps to hold off Mike Shane. He pulls away down the backstretch. Shane will enter into turn 3 on a line that will gain momentum. 19 now complete for the 22X of Tom Oleski. Oleski's going to ride it on at turn number 4. 5 more times around the speedway. Can he hold off Mike Shane? 5 trips remain for the 22 of Tommy Oleski. Down the backstretch. This is the battle of the night right now. Oleski. He bobbles again in turn number 3 and 4. But he keeps it up on the outside. Somehow, some way, he's keeping that car going. And he bobbles that time, and Shane gets into him. Green flag out. We're back to racing. Ray Leonard leads the way down to turn number 1. O'Hare rides second. Longstreet sits third. 4th is the 11 of Frank Payne. 5th, the B17 of Steve Simpson. They ride it off turn number 4. Leonard, O'Hare, Longstreet, Payne, and Brokow now your top 5. Ray Leonard and Jim O'Hare ride 1-2. 3rd is Longstreet. 4th is the B17 of Brokow.
Chad, sorry, you're coming to a white.
White flag going to fly this time for Ray Leonard. O'Hare, Longstreet, Payne, and Brokow. Ray Leonard leads the way down to turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. And the win going to go to Ray Leonard. 2nd, O'Hare. 3rd, Longstreet. 4th is Frank Payne. And 5th will be the B17 of Brokow.
Racing action from Bethel Motor Speedway, and a veteran gets the job done at Square Deal Riders. More straight ahead on this edition of The Race Report.
You're watching The Race Report on Fox 40.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network, Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
If you're looking for the most convenient and profitable way to change your gold jewelry, coins, and sterling silver into cash, visit Solid Gold Jewelry.
Main Street in Endwell. Solid Gold Jewelry. Always a sweet deal.
Hey car buffs, listen up. If you like them, we got them. And you'll love the Northeast Classic Car Museum. Over 170 cars on display in our huge one-level facility. Whatever the weather, we're open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 in Norwich.
It's exciting. It's family fun. It's Bethel Motor Speedway, NASCAR's newest wheel and all-American weekly track in the heart of the Catskill Mountains. Every Saturday night, NASCAR Modified, Sportsman, Street Stocks, Pro Stocks, and four-cylinders battle for national titles, plus the Hynix Legends and Bandoleros. Bethel Motor Speedway, one of Sullivan County's many attractions. Come for the night or make it a weekend. Check them out online at BethelMotorspeedway.com. Bethel Motor Speedway. Feel the excitement.
Welcome back to the Race Report, to racing action from Bethel Motor Speedway. On the microphone are Andy Crane and Fred Mulheron.
And we are racing down the front straightaway. Rude sticks the nose out in front, but watch the Hurricane. Walt had in trouble for Gene Morton again.
And Morton really having trouble getting that car to turn left through the turns. Might be a carryover from damage done earlier.
John Rude and the 07 of Walt Henry get together. And wow, as we look up, it's Gary Gamble leading the way.
And looking at Gene Morton in the back of the pack, that car has got a huge push when it goes into turn number 2. So he is definitely having some trouble getting that car going around the track.
Watch the battle for spot number 2. Jim Helt aboard Brutus. That's the nickname of the race car. Looks for the number 2 position. He's battling underneath the Mac Attack. Matt Crossan bring in the current point leader, Larry O'Donnell, with car number 5. Sneak peek down to the bottom side. Little bit of contact between the two. And now it's O'Donnell into spot number 3.
And Jim Helt just trying to work his way around Gary Gamble. Gamble gets a little sideways coming off of turn number 2. Larry O'Donnell right again on the back bumper of Helt as they go through 3 and 4. And O'Donnell gets a tap from Matt Crossan as he chases down the leaders.
Something sparking heavily on Matt Crossan's 2.5. Don't know if it's the braking system that might be failing on the race car. As we'll see, here comes Jim Helt. Quick sneak peek to the bottom side of Gary Gamble as he's looking for the top spot with car 77.
And Helt making a run on the inside, coming over turn number 2. Gary Gamble able to keep it out in front. Jim Helt staying low in underneath them. They come over turn number 4. This time they are side by side. Jim Helt has the position. Coming off of turn number 2, will Gamble be able to outmotor him? Larry O'Donnell staying close in third. Jim Helt now has the lead. As they come off of turn number 4, it's Jim Helt out in front.
Middletown, New York's very own Jim Helt shows the way with the 77, and Matt Crossan goes around. Yellow on the speedway. The Mac Attack. Matt Crossan goes on the spin cycle with the 2.5. Helt shows the way into 1 and 2. Watch LOD try to wheel it up on the outside. Couple cars get together. John Rude and Walt Henry. Everybody continuing going in the right direction. Here comes LOD. He's looking for the direction in the number 1 position.
And Jim Helt literally shutting the door on the Steel Horse Racing number 5 of Larry O'Donnell. Gonna get the halfway signal this time by Jim Helt out in front, looking for his first feature win of 2019. Larry O'Donnell looking to make it another one, make it number 7 if he can get by him. Kenny Atkins now moving up into third as he gets by. Takes over the spot. They come off at 3 and 4. It is still Jim Helt with the lead.
Helt shows the way, but LOD trying every trick in the book, looking to cross him over now down the back straightaway. Gets a little bit of a run, tucks into the tire tracks, and they fight through 3 and 4. Here comes LOD. His favorite spot on the racetrack is the slingshot move on the bottom side. Helt slams the door again. LOD gets a couple taps on the chrome horn now, shoehorns his way underneath Helt. Helt again slams the door, and while that is all going on, Kenny Atkins is starting to make his way to the front of the field.
And Jim Helt just driving the wheels off of the 77, trying to keep it out in front of Larry O'Donnell. Little bit of breathing room as they head into turns 3 and 4. Let's see if Helt can hang on. Larry O'Donnell now swinging to the high side of the track. Kenny Atkins staying right with him. Atkins going to the high side, trying to get around O'Donnell, but has to tuck it back in behind. Meanwhile, Jim Helt starting to stretch it out just a bit as they come by this time. 5 laps to go.
15 laps go in the record book. It's still Jim Helt showing the way. It's a 3-car fight at the front of the field as those 3 cars separate themselves from the battle between Gary Gamble and Walt Henry. Can Helt hang on? The 77 showing the way and pulling away a little bit from the battle for spot number 2.
And Jim Helt leading the way, taking him down into 3 and 4, stretching the lead out just a bit. Larry O'Donnell trying to reel him back in. Kenny Atkins hot on his heel. Battle for 4th coming down the front stretch. Gary Gamble and Walt Henry. But your leader on the backstretch, Jim Helt, out in front. Come by this time. He'll see the popsicle sticks. 2 laps to go.
2 laps of racing left. Can Larry O rebound? Can Jim Helt hang on? Down the back straightaway they go. White flag coming out this time by. It's been what a tumultuous couple weeks for Jim Helt. Wreckers to possibly checkers. And no, now the yellow lights come on. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. As Walt Henry in trouble off of corner number 4. A 1-lap shootout. Can Jim Helt hang on for 4 more turns here at the Bethel Motor Speedway? Green flag is out. They are racing down the front straightaway.
And it is Jim Helt leading the way into 1 and 2. Larry O'Donnell right behind him, coming up at 2 and down the backstretch. Helt heading into turn 3. Larry O'Donnell trying to drive it in close. A little bit of a tap. Jim Helt trying to hang on. Checkered flag. Jim Helt will win it. Larry O'Donnell hangs on for 2nd. Ken Atkins 3rd.
Square Deal Riders was in action on Saturday, but it was veteran Craig Estelle that showed he still knows the fast way around the quarter-mile oval.
Awesome, got the whole shot, got your 3rd win in a row here.
Well, I had a good race with Jeremy. I don't know if he forgot to turn fuel on or what, but I think it was going to really be a good one, and sorry to see him have to quit a little early. Just The families here are great, the club's great, and it's an honor for me to be able to still ride with these guys. You know, most of my equipment's older than all these kids I'm running with, and it's just a ball to be here and run with some of the top pros. Number 1 here and national number 13 here. It's just great. Thanks for everybody coming out. Sorry for taking all the extra time. I never given my wife a ride before, and so today's the day, because I don't know how many more of these I got.
Good job, guys. We want to thank the McGrain family again, Minor family, for coming out. It's always great to see them be a part of this show, dedicated to those two guys. So
a look at the coming weekend when the race report continues.
You're watching the Race Report on Fox. Woo, woo, woo.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Coming up this week on Friday night, Afton Motorsports Park and Penn Can Speedway are both in action. At Watkins Glen International, it's the biggest weekend of the entire season as the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup drivers compete at the Glen. Last year, history was made as Chase Elliott joined his famous father as a Monster Energy NASCAR Cup winner. Who will be atop the Gatorade Victory Lane podium this year? Bethel Motor Speedway will host their biggest event so far this season on Saturday night with Legend Stock. Please join us Monday night at the California Grill, 912 Vestal Parkway East in Vestal, for another round of racing trivia. For all of us at the Race Report, thanks for watching. Until next week, I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
Reese out in front of Vander. 65.